Everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. We are checking out XLOV's comeback, Rizz. Very excited about this one. The only thing that I know about this one is like Womati in the thumbnail looking pretty freaking majestic. Other than that, I'm going into this pretty blind, even though like the first visual almost feels very post-apocalyptic with like the broken carousel and like the buildings destroyed. So I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to expect, especially because the song is called Rizz. So let's see if XLOV's Rizz will save the world. I'm not really sure, but let's get into it. Oh, I thought they were playing the slapping game from Squid Game. Yo, you got the Rizz slapped out of you. The sound effect sounded like a slap, but it's a slap, but it's a punch. Okay, interesting. What the fuck? That was a cool. That is. Okay. It's a cool logo for the title.
Yeah, I got the Rizz, body moving with a hiss. Love the way you're saying please. Look at beat, I'm moving kiss. Watch me slay it. Hit the floor, pull the trigger, now I'm not young. Yeah. Take it slow, boy, I'm gonna kill it all like yeah. 집중해 이제 밤이 back in paradise. 그만 답해, say it to me. You can choose this do or die. Trying to taste your juice, now you're stuck, no choice, no use.
Sorry, trying to taste my what now? Okay. You know, the thing that I thought was a little bit amusing about the title is, in my head I was thinking, yo, is this gonna be like a prequel, like an unofficial prequel to like The Rizzness by Temet? Like obviously they're not from the same company or anything like that, but there's actually like elements of this that kind of look like they were produced by the same people that could have worked with Temet. If like it kind of has like an aesthetic from a Temet music video from when he joined BPM, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is so interesting, and I'm trying to follow a little bit of the lyrics, even though the captions are not available. So I'm just. What the fuck? And snare. Okay, yo. They got that perfect angle. Oh my god. Jesus. That was so cool. I love his vocals. That was so cool.
Trying to taste your juice, now you're stuck, no choice, no use.
Oh, how do you not collapse your fucking thighs? Oh my god.
Yeah, got that Rizz, body moving with a hiss. Love the way you're saying please.
You did not put a bed squeak sound effect in there. Oh my god, you actually did. Oh, damn. And the transition, they look like fucking Nightcrawler or something from like the X-Men. Yo, this is so trippy. Like the aesthetic is insane. And Womati with the red hair looks majestic, but like this aesthetic is so unique. And like the spikes on one side, like I feel like we definitely need some fashion designers to do like reactions to XLOV songs. But goddamn, like what the? And like the choreo itself, like the blue eyes and the blonde hair works so well. Holy shit. Like they look incredible. Like, and the sound is like intoxicating. But there was like, so one of the dancers or like the actors gets slapped or punched so hard they turn into birds, which they are comprised of initially. We have the birds flying in the beginning of the music video too, but I couldn't figure out if that was a bird or was that a crow.
Hit the floor, pull the trigger, now I'm not young, yeah. Take it slow, boy, I'm gonna kill it all, like, yeah. 집중해, 이제 밤이 바뀐 paradise. 그만 잡혀, say it to me, you can choose this do or die.
Looks like a crow.
Now yours, no choice, now yours.
Oh my god.
Then she can survive a night. You're done
I want to hit legs with them. Was that crows or is that just there's a bird? Yeah. Okay.
Body moving with a hiss, love the way you're saying please, 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 please.
Saying please and the bed squeak happens in the background. Somebody reached climax.
I'm just vibing 그저 멋대로 입을 닦아 일상처럼 cause I just say it up 너의 그 씹은 네 맘씨 I'm the topic 맘 가는 대로 look how we go like a prayer run away that's a play that's a thrill it's a proof 들리는 거 다 좋았어 난 이제 모아도 smooth yeah
Oh, that is so cool. Because it's like they're all one. Much like the Nightcrawler transition. It's like Womati stays in the front and then all of them almost like come from behind him as if like they're the same person. That was such a cool... And like the throne from the mountain of people is also really, really interesting. But then they're feeding on like body parts like eyes. Like that feels very symbolic. Almost like those who judge, those who look. And look with judging eyes that they're... almost like eat the eyes of the haters potentially. Like I'm not really sure. I do feel like there's like I'm pretty sure that their debut literally had the members playing like human chess and there's like an audience of like a lineup of like classmates or something that were not giving them any attention or something like that. Like they were dancing in front of them and then the classmates were just looking down. And then there's like each time there was less and less members inside of the chess, game. So it's like losing the game, again, being judged potentially. I do feel like there was, like their last music video, they set the whole fucking place on fire, if I'm not mistaken. There's definitely like, as far as like visuals, there's definitely like a thing about, judgment and not knowing yourself in a way, and then being yourself despite of what others think. And this feels like the whole fucking next level of that. This feels like, it also, for some reason, it gives me like some supernatural, like Chronicle vibes, only if it was sexy, if that makes sense. But because of the levitating person before, and then like this mountain of people and whatever, and there's like this very supernatural element to the music video. So I guess like their power, their Rizz is like supernatural, and I do believe that them eating the eyes is like the judging eyes of those who critique them or hate them, or like look at them as a group that is doing something that no group has ever done before, and they're very confident about, because like the moves themselves lean more towards like a feminine aspect, and they don't really give a fuck because they're so comfortable in that in their skin and in their bodies and in their movements that they're kind of like, we don't care which way we go the way that we want to, and you judging us doesn't do shit for us, so they literally have like skulls, hands, you know, the eyes. I guess those are like the haters potentially that they had to get over in previous music videos, because we have this member, for example, like there was like that one music video where he was like in the bedroom, he was crying, he was like confused about himself. I remember talking about it. So anyway, sorry, pausing again, but this is really, really intriguing, mysterious, and just flat out fucking I don't even know what word to describe. I'm flabbergasted, to be honest. This is really, really cool. I'm the topic, yeah.
Like a prayer run away, that's I play, that's the thrill it's to prove. 들리는 거 다 총을 쏘아 난 이제 모아도 smooth, yeah.
That is so cool.
What you feel 매번 부딪히는 feels. How you stop talking, go ahead, take the fall a hell of it. Yeah, I got that wrist, body moving with a hiss. Love the way you're saying please, break it, beat
Literally fucking up the haters.
what you stated.
Power of Rizz. Damn. I wish this was a hair or longer. Just a hair. You know, just a tiny bit. Like that's my only critique, because like this chorus is so intoxicating, and like the visuals, they honestly like give me anime vibes, like dark anime vibes. Like the hairstyles are amazing, or I don't know, the way whatever, the hair throughout all of the visuals are incredible. They themselves turned into birds, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they themselves turned into birds. The song itself is like fucking intoxicating, and it's almost like this makes me think of the band Perfect Circle, because they literally are inside of that perfect circle, and inside of that perfect circle you cannot hurt us, you know. So there's like the other visuals where you have Wumuti like with a Sharpie or something. There was like a really dynamic movement there. There's like a perfect angle. There's like all kinds of like geometry shit going on, or like some numbers or whatever, angles, something like that. And it's like within this perfect circle, no one can touch us. Like we reached perfect Rizzness. Like I'm not sure how to perfectly like explain this, because this is literally, you know, it's hard to decipher some of this on a first watch. But at the same time, I gotta feel like them dismantling like the people in the hoodies and whatever, it's like a representation of like the haters that cannot touch us, because we're in this perfect circle. We are the perfect circle, bitch, you know. That's kind of like the vibe that I get. And like, even though some of the lyrics I do believe were in Korean, but for the most part there's no captions at all, so not even English like generated English captions, nothing. So it's hard to really make out the full lyrics, but at the same time it feels like they're literally sitting on a pile of bodies, the bodies that judged them and the bodies that they had to get over in order to feel like they're on top of the world. So it's like, even though the song is very sexy, it has like a very sensual and has like some innuendos for sure. Some of the movements are very like playful in a very sexy way, but in terms of like the actual like meat and potatoes of like the message, I feel like it's like them reaching their final form in a way after being judged throughout the rest of the music videos, like getting through the pain of discovering yourself or whatever else, and now they reach that perfect Rizz, so to speak, level to where no one can hurt them and they're perfectly comfortable in their shoes and in their skin, if that makes sense. So let me know your thoughts. Obviously this video has been out for like 2 days now, so I'm sure that some of you probably listened to this multiple times and maybe even know the lyrics by this point, so let me know how far off I am. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.